Which is better to learn in 2025? React Native or Flutter? Which is better technically? Which has a larger job market and job opportunities? And which framework offers higher salaries for developers? React Native or Flutter? If you don't know the answer, just continue watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to our HeroDev YouTube channel. Today we're gonna compare between React Native and Flutter, depend on the most important points. So point number one is performance. What's better, React Native or Flutter? React Native relies on a JavaScript bridge for communication between the JavaScript code and native components, which can introduce latency. But Flutter compiles directly to native ARM, offering near native performance. So the winner in performance is Flutter. Point number two, community and support. React Native has a large community and numerous libraries and extensive support. Flutter community is growing rapidly, but it's still smaller than React Native's. So the winner here is React Native. Next point is UI and design. React Native relies on the system's native components. The user interface may vary slightly between platform, iOS and Android, but Flutter allows fully customized UI design using widgets and gives developers complete control over the design and provide a consistent experiences across platforms. So in design and UI, Flutter wins. Next point is updates and maintenance. Flutter has more extensive set of core libraries and built-in tools more than React Native. For example, features like navigation and handling the local storage. You can do it in Flutter without installing external libraries. But to do this in React Native, you need to install some external libraries to handle navigation, navigating between screens, to handle the local storage and other things. So in upgrade and updates, React Native developers need to update those external libraries and also updating React Native itself. But in Flutter, the built-in tools and core libraries are updated synchronously, making maintenance and upgrade easier. So here, Flutter wins. Point number 5, list issues. If you just open Google and just search for Flutter issues and open this link, you're gonna notice the following. We got here in Flutter more than 12,000 issues, opened issues, and the closed is 92,000, more than 92,000. What does this number mean? The number of open issues, it's something like a problem in the framework that needs to be solved. And when this number is big, this is a bad thing, and it's better to be low. And if you just search for React Native issues and open this link, you're gonna notice the following. You're gonna notice that React Native only has 630 issues. And there's very low compared to Flutter. I even heard before that Google released the Flutter team before, and some people say Flutter was close to death. But this is wrong, okay? Don't listen to these people. Flutter is a great framework, okay? But for React Native, I want to clarify another thing. There are some limitations in React Native, and depend on it, we use external libraries like the navigation. And those libraries like navigation are installed in Flutter without needing to install any external libraries. So we need to go and check those libraries and to add the issues and bugs of those libraries to React Native bugs. So we have here async storage. There is external library to handle the local storage in React Native. In Flutter, there is a built-in tool or built-in library that make this. But in React Native, you need to install this library. And for this, you need to add those 21 issues to React Native issues. And also add here React Native Safe Area context. In Flutter, you don't need to install a library like this. But in React Native, you have to install it to use navigation. And we got here also 38 issues. And here, 40 issues. And here 68 issues, and here 168 issues, and for React Navigation, we have here 700, more than 700 issues. So you have to add those numbers to React Native issues here, to this 600. But I think when you add them, you can get 2,000 or something. Compared to Flutter, the number is still very low. So in the issues, React Native wins, because this makes React Native developers comfortable when writing code. Point number 6, programming language. React Native uses JavaScript, And I don't want to say that JavaScript is better than Dart, but I can say JavaScript is widely used and has a big community with a lot of libraries and frameworks, and you can use JavaScript in front-end development, back-end development, mobile apps development, desktop apps development, game development, machine learning, and more and more. It has also a strong ecosystem and it's high demand in the job market. So learning JavaScript or gaining experience in JavaScript when you learn React Native is a very good thing for you. And also, React Native was built at the top of React.js. So if you want to go for web and learn the front end using React, it will be very easy for you because they shared a lot together, like components, JSX, state management, HTTP requests, and so on. So for programming language, I'm gonna give React Native a point because the power of JavaScript and React.js. The last point is job opportunities and salaries. Most of you are learning programming to get jobs and get paid. And React Native has a larger job market than Flutter. And also the salaries are higher than Flutter. So that was our video today. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, just leave it in the comments. And thanks for watching.